Hey there, friends. Welcome to the Health Revival, your go to place for practical, down to earth health tips that make life better, especially for those of us enjoying our golden years. If you're over 60, love a good story, and want to feel your best, you're in the right spot. Today, we're diving into something close to many of our hearts: managing diabetes with smart food choices. Specifically, we're talking about a diabetes diet for seniors, what to avoid, what to embrace, and how to make it work in our busy, beautiful lives. So, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's get started with a story that might hit home. Picture this: Mary, a 68-year-old grandma from Ohio, loved her Sunday dinners: fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and a tall glass of sweet tea. It was her tradition, her comfort. But over time, those meals took a toll. Mary's diabetes, which she thought was under control, led to complications that cost her a leg. Then there's John, a 73-year-old retiree from Florida who lost his vision because his blood sugar was all over the place from years of bagels and soda. These stories aren't just sad, they're a wake-up call. Diabetes is a silent threat creeping up quietly and damaging eyes, kidneys, feet, and even your heart if we don't take charge. The good news? Small changes in what we eat can make a huge difference, helping us avoid these outcomes and live vibrant, active lives. Whether that's playing golf, chasing grandkids, or binge watching our favorite Netflix shows. Now you might be thinking, I've been eating this way forever. How bad can it be? Let's talk about 5 eating habits that can be risky for us over 60, especially when managing a diabetes diet for seniors. These are things we see every day, maybe at the diner, the grocery store, or even our own kitchens. Each one comes with a reason why it's tricky and a simple fix to keep you feeling great. First up, let's talk about high glycemic foods. You know, those fluffy white breads, bagels, sugary cereals, or that bowl of pasta we love? These foods have a glycemic index of 75 to 89, which means they hit your bloodstream like a sugar rocket, spiking your blood sugar fast. For someone with diabetes, that's like pouring fuel on a fire. I remember my neighbor Tom, who couldn't give up his morning bagel. His blood sugar was a roller coaster until he made a switch. Here's the fix: try whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, or oatmeal. Pair them with protein and fiber, like grilled chicken or avocado. Imagine a warm bowl of oatmeal topped with berries and a sprinkle of nuts. Tasty, filling, and kind to your blood sugar. It's a small tweak that feels like a treat. Next, let's chat about sugary drinks. Sodas, sweetened coffee drinks, even those energy drinks at the gas station, they pack 20 to 30 grams of sugar per serving. That's more than the World Health Organization's safe daily limit of 25 grams. Think about Linda, who used to sip sweet tea all day while gardening. Her blood sugar was out of control until she switched things up. Instead of soda, try unsweetened green tea or herbal tea. Maybe peppermint for a refreshing twist. Sparkling water with a splash of lemon is another winner. And if you love a touch of sweetness, limit honey to a teaspoon a day. These swaps are easy, and they keep your blood sugar steady while still feeling indulgent. Third, let's talk about snacking. Who doesn't love a cookie or a handful of crackers while watching the evening news? But snacks like these, or even ripe bananas, have a glycemic index of 59 to 93, which means they're not doing your blood sugar any favors. My friend Susan used to munch on crackers every afternoon, and her energy would crash by dinner. The solution? Go for low-sugar snacks like hard-boiled eggs, a handful of almonds, or celery sticks with hummus. If you're craving fruit, berries like blueberries or strawberries are fantastic. They're sweet, but won't spike your sugar like a banana. These snacks are quick, and you can grab them at Costco or your local grocery store. Moving on, let's think about those starchy sides we pile on our plates. Mashed potatoes, dinner rolls, or creamy mac and cheese, especially when smothered in high-sodium gravy, can send your blood sugar soaring and even raise your blood pressure. I'll never forget my Uncle Joe, who loved his loaded baked potato with every meal. His doctor warned him it was worsening his diabetes. Here's what works. Chew slowly, about 20 times per bite, to give your body time to process. Start your meal with veggies and protein, like steamed broccoli and salmon, before touching the carbs. And skip the heavy sauces. A simple grilled chicken breast with a side of zucchini, that's a meal that loves you back. Finally, let's talk about late night eating. Eating after 8 p.m., especially heavy meals or snacks like chips or ice cream, can mess with your insulin sensitivity, keeping your blood sugar high for hours. That's a recipe for heart trouble or kidney issues down the road. My cousin Mike used to snack on ice cream while watching late night TV, and his morning blood sugar readings were always high. The fix? Try to finish dinner by 7 p.m. with something light, like grilled fish and sautéed greens. If you're peckish later, sip water or chamomile tea instead of reaching for snacks. It's a small habit that makes a big difference. So, we've covered 5 habits to watch out for, but let's not stop there. Managing a diabetes diet for seniors is also about building better habits. Here's a handful of strategies to make healthy eating feel natural and doable. First, try the plate method. Picture your plate. Half of it should be non-starchy veggies like spinach or zucchini, a quarter lean protein like turkey or tofu, and a quarter whole grains like farro. It's a simple way to balance your meal without counting calories. Next, think about eating order. Start with your veggies and protein, then move to carbs. Studies show this can cut post-meal blood sugar spikes by up to 30%. Another easy trick? Take a 10-minute walk after eating. It can lower your blood sugar by 20 to 30 milligrams per deciliter, just a short stroll around the block while chatting with a neighbor. When choosing foods, prioritize low glycemic options. Think lentils, apples, or asparagus, all with a glycemic index under 55. These keep your blood sugar steady and your energy high. Stay hydrated too. Aim for 1.5 to 2 liters of water a day and skip sugary drinks like sweet tea or sports drinks. And don't skip meals. Stick to 3 balanced meals a day with 1 or 2 small snacks if you need them to keep your blood sugar from swinging. These habits aren't about giving up what you love. They're about making choices that let you enjoy life to the fullest. Now, let's get specific about vegetables. Some veggies, while healthy, can be tricky for older adults managing diabetes or other health concerns. Here's a list of 10 to watch, along with why they might cause issues and how to handle them. Green peas, for example, can raise blood sugar quickly and contain purines that might trigger gout. They're also tough to digest for some. Asparagus is another one. High in purines, it can worsen joint pain, and its diuretic effect might dehydrate you. Corn spikes blood sugar and can be hard to digest, especially if it's not organic and carries pesticide residues. Mushrooms are great, but can absorb toxins from soil or cause allergies in some folks. If eaten raw, they contain agouritine, which has a potential cancer risk. Cabbage might sound harmless, but it can affect thyroid function or cause bloating due to a sugar called raffinose. Eggplant has solanine, which can worsen arthritis, and oxalates that raise kidney stone risk. Potatoes, especially fried ones, spike blood sugar and produce acrylamide, a compound linked to inflammation. Spinach and kale, while nutrient-packed, are high in oxalates, which can hinder calcium absorption and increase kidney stone risk. Kale also has goitrogens, which might affect your thyroid. Finally, bell peppers have tough skin that's hard to digest, and their solanine content can aggravate arthritis. Does this mean you should ditch these veggies entirely? Not at all. It's about preparation and moderation. For spinach or kale, boil or steam them and discard the water to reduce oxalates. Peel eggplant or bell peppers to make them easier on your stomach. Limit high-risk veggies and mix in safer ones like zucchini, green beans, or cauliflower. Most importantly, listen to your body. If a vegetable leaves you feeling bloated, tired, or achy, try cutting back or swapping it out. These tweaks let you enjoy veggies without the downsides. So, where does this leave us? Managing a diabetes diet for seniors is about making smart, practical choices that fit our lives. Swap white rice for quinoa, soda for herbal tea, or fries for a side salad at the drive-thru. These changes lower your blood sugar, reduce complications, and boost your energy, whether you're hitting the golf course, playing with grandkids, or just enjoying a quiet evening at home. The best part? You don't have to overhaul everything overnight. Start with one habit, like drinking more water or taking that post-meal walk, and build from there. Share these tips with a friend or family member, maybe over coffee at your favorite diner, and watch how small steps add up to big wins. Before we wrap up, let's recap. Diabetes can be a silent threat, but we can outsmart it by avoiding high glycemic foods, sugary drinks, starchy sides, unhealthy snacks, and late-night meals. Embrace strategies like the plate method, smart eating order, and low glycemic foods. Be mindful of certain vegetables, preparing them wisely and eating them in moderation. These steps aren't just about managing diabetes, they're about living your best life, full of energy and joy. Thanks for joining me today, friends. If you found this helpful, please give the Health Revival a like and hit that subscribe button. We're here to share stories and tips to keep you thriving. Drop a comment below and let me know your favorite healthy swap or a tip you're excited to try. Until next time, stay well, keep smiling, and may God bless you always. See you soon.